Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. The West African Cable System, a submarine telecommunications fibre optic cable, has landed near Cape Town this week. I'm joined by Engineering News contributing editor Christy van Merwe, who was in Eiserfontein when the cable was pulled to shore. Christy, welcome to Second Take.
Thank you.
What is the significance of this cable? When will it go live, and will it mean faster internet?
Well, lots of questions there. Basically, consumers can't get enough bandwidth. We can't imagine life without the internet today, certainly not in our jobs anyway. And almost 70% of the content driving the internet is video. So people are just hungry for more broadband. And this Wacs cable will eventually bring over 5 terabits a second of new bandwidth capacity. Now, people throw these numbers around, and 5 terabits doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, certainly. But some of the people on this trip were saying that it's equivalent to about 8,000 DVDs worth of information in a second. So it's just huge. It boggles the mind completely. It's expected to become operational in the first quarter of 2012. So although it has landed, there's still a bit of work that needs to be done. They've still got to build the cable station at Eiserfontein, and terrestrial links to the cities still have to be done. So faster internet, yes. More bandwidth, yes. Cheaper, don't hold your breath, is what they're telling us, unfortunately. What they do say is that you'll get more bang for your buck. So you'll be able, hopefully we'll have fewer caps on the amount of broadband you can have in your contract, things like that. So all good and exciting.
Who are the local partners, and how will Wacs be operated?
Well, there are 12 consortium partners for the entire cable system along the whole western coast. 5 of those are local South African operators, and in alphabetical order, we've got Broadband Infraco, MTN, Neotel, Telkom, and Vodacom. And although Telkom is the landing party in South Africa, it will be operated along an open access policy, which is the first time this is being done in South Africa, and quite important. It means that all the operators can actually land the capacity, whereas previously in South Africa only the incumbent operator could actually land that capacity on the shore. It also means that it's open access in terms of cross connections or direct wavelength access. It also means that all the operators who have a stake in it can co-locate at the cable station, so they can have access to that cable landing station at any point. And it also means in terms of backhaul, so from the cable station to the cities, all the operators can do that as well. So it's completely open access. So first time that this is being done in South Africa.
Why was the cable landed in Eiserfontein rather than at the current landing station in Melkbosstrand?
Well, as you said, that cable landing station at Melkbosstrand is on the west coast of South Africa, and that's where the SAT3 cable comes in. There's also a landing station at Mthanzini on the east coast of South Africa, and the CCOM cable and the Easy cable connect there. So cables are always at risk. Obviously, they're just lying on the ocean floor, and at times there's been an anchor that has been dragged over the cable, broken the cable. That's what happened with the Easy cable on the east coast. And we also saw CCOM had a problem with their repeater last year as well. So these cables are at risk, especially earthquakes as well. The recent earthquake in Japan took out quite a number of cables there, actually. So the idea is to, instead of having those 2 gateways at Mthanzini and Melkbosstrand, we've now got a 3rd gateway. So it's just sort of eliminating a bit more of the risk, because obviously if something happens to these cables, that's international connectivity that's lost and isolates us to a certain degree. So it just felt that to reduce the risk of this, they'll have another landing station. So it's just a little bit further north from Melkbosstrand, also on the west coast. Quite a picturesque sort of holiday retirement village town.
Thank you very much, Christy. That is the Second Take show for this week. Thank you for watching and join us again next time for more news analysis.
Led by Martin Creamer, Mining Weekly's bureaus in Perth, Johannesburg and Toronto deliver unrivaled global coverage of the resources industry and the companies shaping it. Creamer Media's Mining Weekly for mining news around the clock.